Welcome everybody, you're watching our new show that we've called Trispective. I'm here with my co-hosts, Raktor.
Hey guys.
And Crazy Jar.
Hey man.
And I'm your host, D-Start. Today we're playing Far Cry. Specifically, we're playing Far Cry 3. And we'll be going through all the games in the series, except for all the spin-off games, because none of us have played them and they are shit. Near the end of the show, we'll be to have a discussion on what we want and expect from the upcoming Far Cry 4. So let's kick it off with Far Cry, the first title of the series, made in 2004. So it was done by Crytek. Guys familiar with them?
A little bit,
yeah.
not too much.
They did Crysis.
That's a good game.
Didn't know that? I honestly haven't played those.
It's just
like,
they look like
graphics showcase.
Yeah. I think that
slidey
was
shooter.
like the standard Crysis 2. People used to like use that to see how good their PC is. Like put it on high and like just see how it
Crysis 1 was definitely that. But it was still a pretty good game.
No, okay. And they did Rise, Son of Rome, that was recent.
Oh.
That Roman game?
Oh, yeah, that's good.
It actually looks really cool.
Good.
It got ported to PC recently.
Okay.
Have you played it?
QuickTime Event Simulator.
Oh, really?
I
Yeah.
hate QuickTime
Oh,
events.
no.
Go into
QuickTime.
battle. Well, it's not really a QuickTime event. You just press buttons when you're fighting.
Oh,
and it
okay.
basically simulates a QuickTime event.
Damn it.
No, I was hoping.
I will still give it a try though. It looks really cool.
I was
I'll
hoping
give
it was
it
like
that.
a Shadow of Rome type of game.
Yeah, that's what I was
hoping for.
expecting. Yeah. Okay, so it's published by Ubisoft. We all know. Or Ubisoft.
Ubisoft, however you want to say
Whatever.
it.
Soft.
Those guys.
Hey, I like Splinter Cell, man. They make a good game.
And the original Assassin's Creed? Nah. Okay, so Far Cry. What can we talk about this game? Okay, we'll go on the gameplay, how it ran. I, personally think it's stuck in that old kind of FPS thing. Like, when you aim down the sights, it just, zooms in.
It's quite clunky.
You know? It doesn't look
Doesn't even
at
go
the...
down the sides.
Yeah, hard. And, the movement is, really stilted. You feel like you're just floating. There's no, real movement in the character or anything. But that's of its time. That was
good for its time.
Yeah, that's what... Overall, though, pretty difficult game back then.
Yeah.
It was that kind of age in gaming where it was pretty hard. They shot you a few times and you die. No health regeneration and shit like that.
Yeah. It's just you got what you get.
Yeah, hard.
And that was it.
And your bullet sponge shoot at them and they're like, why the hell did they die? And then shoot you once and kill you. I don't know, it was a long time ago. Graphics? I think that was back in its day, one of those games. I think Crytek was kind of known for that thing.
Yeah.
They make really nice games. I think Far Cry started off as a tech demo for their engine, the Cry engine, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah. Its reception was pretty good. It was highly received critically. People really liked Far Cry, the first one. Although the console version was not.
Yeah. I didn't like the console version. I played it on PC. I enjoyed it on PC.
Yeah, considerably worse. And that's when the spin-off started, but we won't even fucking go there.
We won't start on that.
Some comparisons at the time. Battlefield Vietnam.
I love that game.
Yeah.
It's
Played
such
that
a good
game.
game.
Yeah.
It was a really good game.
I
Good
enjoyed that.
Good game to play with you and your mates.
Yeah, hard. It was a real couch co-op kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Definitely.
I really enjoyed it. It was one of the games where I hired games often to just play with
Yeah.
my mates over the
It's
weekend.
definitely a game you play with
And
your
yeah,
mates.
that was a Painkiller. You guys played that?
I have not played that game.
Neither. Why did I put it down?
I've heard good things about
What is it?
I've heard good things. I can't honestly tell you. There was demons, I think. I don't know. I might be thinking about a
Spiked my interest right there.
completely different game. No, it had a bolt gun, and you could nail people to the wall with it, I think.
Oh, well, I think I might have heard of it. I think I might have heard of it now.
Oh, okay. There we go. Another game, The Chronicles of Riddick: Escape from Butcher's Bay.
Oh, that's a good game. I like that game.
I didn't play it.
Longest title ever.
That's what I was thinking. Like, how did you fit that on the box?
I don't know, they did it quite well, actually. That was just like Chronicles of Riddick: Escape from Butcher's Bay.
Oh yeah, like the
Yeah,
subtitle
underneath.
thing underneath. Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
I think all of those games at the time kind of fell into like a samey FPS thing. Like they're all quite similar.
Yeah.
Here's another one, Doom 3. You guys played that?
Yeah.
A little
played
bit of it.
Yeah.
It was okay.
I like how we're just like naming a title and then just sighing straight away like, that game. No, I played it. I thought it was pretty good.
The
for
scanning
time.
mechanic was kind of cool. How you go around and scan things with your
Yeah.
gun.
There was like a lot of jump scares and stuff.
Yeah, they try to jump scare you a lot on that game.
Yeah. Comparatively to Far Cry, though, I think Doom 3 graphically looked a bit better. It looked nicer, and like it had a better aesthetic, I think. I don't know, you couldn't even see most of it because they had like a flashlight system.
Oh.
So
Yeah,
you only looked at
I
like a
enjoyed
certain
that.
like... yeah, whatever.
Plus, it's a lot easier to render corridors than it is to render an entire island.
That is so true. Halo 2. That came out at the same time as well.
I wasn't a big Halo fan.
I had Halo 2.
Played it, yeah.
Yeah.
They added like the dual shooting stuff, I think,
Yeah.
in that one. I'm
Yeah.
not a big Halo fan.
It was still a pretty good looking game.
I played
as well.
all of them though. I'm not a Halo fan. I own half of the titles, but I played all of them. But I'm not a Halo fan. What?
Because no one tried to get their legendary, did they?
Yeah. Shut up. Killzone, that came out at the same time.
Oh, I
so-
love that. That's a good
Pretty
game,
good.
man. I liked how you could have the mounted weapons. How like there's them like you could hold a 40mm cannon on your chest. It was pretty bad.
They went for the extreme. Medal of Honor Pacific Assault.
Nah.
No, I didn't play that one. I played.
I've stopped playing like
Medal
the
of
Medal of Honor at like Rising Sun or something like that. I think this is the one after it.
I've only ever played the first Medal of Honor. That
Yeah.
is.
It gets old very
Thank
fast
you.
for me. It's just like
It's pretty
this is
samey after a
World
while.
War blah blah blah, and your group of soldiers go and get them. Go here, shoot there, take out this.
I played the frontline one.
Frontline.
Yeah, Medal of Honor frontline.
Okay,
That was a good one. I liked it.
nice.
Well,
Okay.
anything to do with World War II is all me, man.
I think that's pretty much it for Far Cry. It was so long ago, honestly.
Yeah.
And you can't really compare Far Cry, the first one, to any of the later ones, like Far Cry 2.
Yeah.
This was a better one, made in 08. Best sequel ever.
the only good sequel.
Okay, 08. Far Cry 2 made by Ubisoft Montreal, so there was a change. No longer done by Crytek. Gameplay. What did you think about the gameplay?
It was less clunky than the first one, that's
Yeah,
for sure.
hard.
And you could aim down the side.
Yeah, it was a lot smoother.
Yes.
Like the combat, it felt a lot more organic and natural
It felt-
than the first
yeah,
one.
just-
You're not floating
Yeah.
anymore. They added in like the motion movement when you're running and stuff like that.
I'm still not too sure about the gameplay since they force you to sit in a car for 5 minutes at a start.
The long ass intro, hard. I guess that goes in. They tried to like really do narrative in Far Cry games. They didn't do much in the first one, but this was the start of it, I think. Because that's something that really carries over to Far Cry 3. The improvements, though, from the first game, they added like this cool day and night system, and you kind of got it with your watch when you went to bed and stuff. I thought that was really cool. And the map, how it was like all in game, like when you check the map, you actually a map book. I don't know what it looked like, a cork board cutout.
Yeah,
With the map, and there's like a little pin in it or something.
It's like you're there.
I thought it was cool, but it got in the way a lot of the time.
No, yeah,
You'd
yeah.
go to look for the map, and then it would be
Why?
like in the middle of your screen.
It's 08, man. Just like, I'm sure there was like tablet technology or something.
Was tablets back out in those days?
I'm not too sure. He was a mercenary, like, come on. Like,
Can't expect much.
That is one cool thing, though, the choice to become multiple characters.
that, yes, I actually forgot about that. You got like, okay, more than what a game like that should have.
Yeah.
Like,
it
it was
good
like
spread.
10 characters you could choose from.
Yeah.
Just ridiculous. But then, once you choose one person, all the other characters turn into, like, buddy NPCs or something. And you can, like, recruit them to help you or something like that. I can't remember, to be honest, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
A buddy
yes,
system.
There was a
that-
buddy system.
And then you had a secondary buddy.
Like, you could have two buddies. Like,
Yeah,
you're not
your
my best buddy. You're like my second buddy.
So yeah, reception also highly critically acclaimed, got a lot.
You can tell where they get a lot of feel for this game is from
Far Cry 2.
Far Cry 2.
Yes, definitely.
A lot of the feel of that game is from.
I feel that one has aged really well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, I could go back and play that game, and it would be all good.
Oh, well, you wouldn't think it was a game from 08.
Yeah. Comparisons, though, and I marked this as a special one, like, Modern Warfare, Call of Duty, that came out in 07, the year before it.
It's the only Call of Duty I didn't play.
No, I'm just, like, comparison, because, like, the way I see it, FPS lives in a world where at one point when Modern Warfare came out, everything after that kind of had, like, the new standard. Modern Warfare was the new standard of FPS, and everything after that had to be as good or better. Like, in its mechanics, like, you couldn't, like, a lot of games tried to copy their story, like, almost every FPS from then onwards was, like, in the Middle East, and you're killing terrorists.
Terrorists! Who are you? I'm Al-Qaeda.
Yeah,
I feel like it's
just generic. I don't know. You just roll up in a Jeep and you just start shooting at
That
people.
was a Humvee, right? It was not a Jeep.
And you're just shooting at roped people in like a sand desert area with no explanation. They're like, they're terrorists! Just mowing down full villages. Oh yeah, that was a fun time.
That was in gaming, was a bit racist.
Although, Call of Duty World at War was released as the same year as Far Cry 2. So they kind of went backwards in time with that one. I didn't play World at War, did you?
Yes.
What?
Oh, I'm more multiplayer than I did.
Okay.
Yeah, it was more of a multiplayer game.
Mechanically, though.
Good.
Comparatively to Far Cry 2?
This one is probably Far Cry 2 is a lot better than that game mechanic wise.
Treyarch made that one, didn't
Yeah, it was a Treyarch game, so you couldn't really expect much from Treyarch. The only good thing about that game is they had zombies.
Yeah, hard. I think that was the start of it all.
That was the start
Nazi
of
zombies.
Nazi zombies.
Just not normal zombies.
Yeah, they had to be Nazis.
They had to
They're not
have,
terrorists, they're Nazis.
They had to have like a villainous thing. Like, I'm killing these zombies, but I'm not feeling anything. Let's make them Nazis. Yes, that's way better. A couple of others. Battlefield Bad Company came out that
No, I
time.
didn't play that game.
I played a little bit, and it had like the building destruction thing.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool.
It was pretty cool.
I think they had some of it in Far Cry 2. Like, I remember I was in like a shack type thing picking up some loot, and they chucked a grenade and the whole shack like blew up around me.
Yeah.
So they had some of that environment destruction in there, which I think is really cool. Like, you can't take out buildings. You can set them on fire though. That's cool. I really like the fire mechanics that they added into Far Cry 2.
Like this fire?
Yeah. Yep. BioShock. Can you compare? It came out at the same time.
Range.
It's not really.
Say you can compare it just because it's both narratively driven,
And it's an FPS.
Yeah, which is
At
very
its heart,
similar
core.
to
Yeah.
Far Cry 2.
So yeah, you could compare them. Narratively, I think Bioshock like outblows Far Cry out of the water.
Yeah.
It has like an atmosphere, all of it. Yeah, we're not even going on there.
Yeah, that's
Left
another.
4 Dead
We'll leave that for another.
was
video.
another one. Left 4 Dead.
I could not really get into that game. It was just a lot different to like most zombie games that I've played.
Yeah, hard. I think the whole thing about Left 4 Dead was the group mechanic thing. Like, it was built for couch co-op or online co-op with, like, 4 of your friends to get into it and, like, kill, like, hordes of zombies.
Hordes, alright. Fucking nailing hordes of zombies.
But I think this one did leave a lasting impression on the series. So we get into Far Cry 3. The best one so far.
The best one so far.
Hard. We're playing it currently.
Yeah.
And it's...
You can't get enough of this game. I wish you could keep playing it after you clock it.
Yeah, hard. I hate that whole in-game thing that you get. So yeah, made by Ubisoft as well, Montreal.
Yep.
Gameplay, comparatively, a lot better than all the others.
Yeah.
It was a lot smoother. The world that they created was a lot more interesting and better.
You actually wanted to explore.
Yeah, hard.
You always want to see, like, hey, what's at the top of that mountain over there?
Well, you wanted to go kill tigers to skin them to get a new backpack. That's what you wanted to do.
That's the big problem with the gameplay, is that it's forcing you to constantly find more tigers, etc., to upgrade your pouches and such.
Yeah, your wallet.
Which is extremely tedious, because why do you need a tiger skin wallet to hold more cash?
That's so weird. Like going out and taking a bear. Like, that's a lot of fucking skin.
Yeah.
Just for a wallet.
And then you need like 2 bears.
2 bear skins, yeah. Or like 4 tiger pelts.
I feel like
your arrow pouch.
I'm
like
pretty
your
sure
quiver.
Hey, that's a cool quiver, man. My tiger skin quiver. Yeah.
I feel like the crafting system was something that they didn't want to go all in with. They wanted to try and keep it simple, but...
they try to streamline something that inherently makes the game in-depth.
Yeah.
You know, like, when you add a crafting system, you have to put out all the resources in the world and make it intricate enough so people are interested to craft better items. Whereas with them, they just made it like, no, you can't make the biggest bag from the start. Yeah. You have to, like, build it in sections. Like, you first have to get the next bigger bag, which needs, I don't know, badger skins or something. I don't know.
To me, it's just a treadmill.
Yeah.
Stopping
to
you
keep
from,
you, like a barrier, so you don't, like, get to the end game stuff right at the start. So it wasn't really well thought out, but it was cool. A good concept to start it all off with. I think if they built on that crafting system, it would be a lot better.
I believe they were just too scared to make it more in depth, because there are a lot of games with amazing crafting systems, but
that's true.
Not so much in mainstream games.
Yeah, they were trying to, like, it's Ubisoft, so
they don't want to go too extravagant.
They don't want to get too niche, because then most of the players that will be buying the games won't really enjoy it. Like, I don't get this crafting system.
Yeah.
I have to get, like, thread of a spider and like
newts
to craft my bag of holding. They'll be like, what? Yeah, it will not go well. Also, highly critically acclaimed. People really loved this game. I did. I can see why a lot of people went into this. They brought out a really cool DLC as well, Blood Dragon. I thought that was really cool.
Laser breathing dragons. How could you not love that?
Not okay. Like, it's pretty short because it's DLC. Some of the jokes I think is a bit ham-handed.
Yeah.
And it gets old pretty fast. But if you take it for what it is, it's just like, okay, we're making a DLC, let's just go completely ridiculous.
Well, the great thing about it was a standalone, so you didn't actually need the Far Cry 3 base game to play it. You could buy it separately, and it was at a much cheaper price point. So if you want to experience the mechanics of Far Cry 3
at its most extreme,
yeah,
especially when you can give the people the finger.
yeah,
I think that was a huge 80s nostalgia trip though.
Yeah,
it was very gimmicky.
Yeah,
Neon
like
lights,
you're the action hero and all that shit.
Action Jack.
Yeah, I thought it was really fun though. A good take on it. If they do another one, but in some other, like not another Blood Dragon, I don't want to see 80s action hero neon stuff again.
No.
If they do that again, they will ruin Blood Dragon as well.
They'll kill Blood Dragon. They'll shoot themselves in the foot.
Yep, they would. They need to go. I think that was like a different creative department. They're like, just make a standalone DLC. Do whatever you want. And they did that, and it was fucking awesome creatively, you know. Although there was a few things I didn't like. They didn't go all the way. Like, the end of it, I thought I would be, like, riding the fucking dragon or whatever. Shooting laser breath dragon stuff. Or, like, pterodactyl, like, laser pterodactyls. Nah, just go completely, like, over the top. Not just hit the ceiling.
And then they're taken up by a mech tiger.
Yeah. I think we haven't really mentioned this so far, but narratively, Far Cry 3... I think what makes it good was the mean-ass villain you get at the start, Vaas.
Yeah, Vaas, man. You wanted to kill that
You
dude
wanted to
from
fucking
the start.
kill him.
Well, when you see him kill your brother, you're like,
yeah, I know.
No!
Just like mission, I want to fucking kill that bastard. And then, yeah, you kind of do. It's like in a dream sequence type thing.
That doesn't count as...
hard. It was so... And it was like a quick time event. I think these are some of the negative things about Far Cry. I think it happened in Far Cry 2. They introduced the quick time event stuff, which I really hate. I can't stand quick time events.
I don't like quick time
events. To me, it's like the lazy man's way of shoehorning in something into the game, you know?
Yeah.
Like, we don't want it to just be a cutscene, so we'll just make it a fucking quick time event. Dumb. And then you kill Vaas in a quick time event, which is brutal, I think. But still, it's like really lost on you because you're like...
You're not actually killing him.
Yeah, you're not doing it in-game or whatever. I really hate that.
It's better than taking out a giant she-woman thingy. Whatever the hell that thing was.
Oh yeah, the giant demon thing, and you got like explosive arrows and shit. Like, what the hell? And like during that, you like wake up, and then that witch lady's like riding on you. You're like, what the hell?
Yeah,
she's taking advantage of a drug-fueled dude.
Date rape, man.
Hard.
At least buy me a drink first.
I think it was a drink.
I think it was. Oh my god, okay, don't buy me a drink.
I mean, on the bright side, they didn't include QuickTime events in that scene.
Yeah, that would have been awesome. Like, you come out of her and you're like, tapping A.
Sort of like when I'm God of War, when you're Kratos, tap the X button, tap the X button.
And the XP just like spurts out of the bed. Oh, that's fucking awesome.
So it is interesting to note that Vaas wasn't a character that was planned in the very beginning. It wasn't until the interview for the voice actor where they made a character specifically for him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
So their best character didn't actually exist until this voice actor came along.
Wow. And that narratively made the game, I think. Because, like, you kill him halfway. Spoilers, like, I don't know why you'd be here. With just spoilers, like, completely.
Already spoiled half the game.
Yeah.
If you're watching this, you know it's gonna get spoiled.
You know what's happening. Like, you wouldn't be here unless you wanted to know what's happening in the next one and you've played the others. Yeah, you kill him halfway, and then they give you this other Holt, I think his name was, or something like that.
Yeah, that's dude on the second island.
Yeah, and he was stupid. He was the worst villain ever.
I think the most fun part about that is you get to fly in a helicopter and get to shoot stuff.
Right at the end.
Yeah, right at the end. Like, that's the only fun part about that second
And it's
island.
like standard helicopter shooter sequence.
It's like, they're shooting the helicopter down, man. You gotta take them off us.
And you're like shooting for the red barrels and shit.
Yeah.
Oh god.
typical.
Yeah, and then you get on the road sequence, and you're following the road for some stupid reason, and they're like driving after you, shooting at you. Oh, God, I hate those. They're so stupid.
Yeah, I don't get it.
So yeah, some comparisons of the time, and I don't really know if they can compare the, like, Borderlands 2. It came out the same year. Like,
somewhat. Like,
it's an FPS, that's why I put it down.
RPG mechanics.
Yeah,
Borderlands
that's
has
true.
the skill tree, Far Cry has the skill tree.
Yeah.
Though Borderlands, you're not locked out of things, as in with the Far Cry skill tree, you're locked out of specific skills until you do certain things.
That's true.
Which is...
really irritating. Why did they put the skill tree in?
It's another sort of treadmill thing that they want to keep you invested. And they also don't want you jumping so far ahead in the skill tree that you're overpowered, so they gate you off by making you do specific things.
I don't know. There was... they could build on it more. As we said earlier, it was like they wanted to do some cool shit, but they were too scared to become too niche or whatever. And like your general average Joe guy buying a game might not enjoy it if it's too complex or whatever.
Don't go near him! Bastard! Better not kill me.
No, you got it. I think that was one thing that I really liked about this game. The underwater sequences when you're swimming, you're actually really terrified. Because, like, out of nowhere, a crocodile or shark will just start munching on you. And you're like, try and swim out of water as fast as possible.
It made you scared to stay out of the water.
I think they could have added a bit more of that. Like these dark caves and stuff. There was no... I can't remember any missions.
Nah, only one was when you go into that base. Like, you go into that, remember there's that ship there? Like, it goes down in a spiral column, and then, you could take the easy way down, but, like, they don't let you do it.
There were a lot of DLC missions that featured caves, but... somewhat
like
caves.
Splunky!
You like fully grabbed my crotch right there, bro. It's like
getting owned by sharks.
Oh, fucking skin you bastard.
Another game that came out around that time was Medal of Honor Warfighter.
I have not even heard of that.
I don't even know why I put it on there.
I've heard horrible things about it.
Really? I stopped playing those games so long ago. Halo 4?
No.
I played it. Sorry. I thought it was actually pretty cool. I liked it comparatively to Far Cry 3. Again, I don't feel like you can compare most of these games, because I feel Far Cry 3 is kind of... It's tiptoeing, not really stepping. Tiptoeing onto something new.
Yeah, they're going to their own... They're branching off into their own...
because it's not really an... Okay, it is an FPS because that's just how we've defined games at the moment. But it's not the same, because, like, Halo's very linear. Very linear. There's no exploration of the map or whatever. A little bit. Like, you can find a sniper rifle posted up somewhere in a weird corner of view or whatever. Or find those skulls.
Rifles.
But it's not part of the mechanics of the game to explore. But I think, I guess, I'll give it a similar rating if I was to rate both of those games. Maybe I'd rate Far Cry 3 a bit higher, but that's just out of, like, biased, I guess. I don't know. I'd prefer Far Cry 3 over Halo 4.
Oh, definitely.
But I still liked Halo 4. I'm not going with it. I'm not a Halo fan.
Says the guy who owns half the franchise.
Fuck. Black Ops 2.
I did not play that. After, like, Black Ops 1...
I wrote all of these down and we haven't played, like, most of them. But we've got opinions, okay? I think, after Black Ops 1, I was kind of over the Call of Duty franchise. Yeah. And they were just going higher, like, more over the top, more stupid, but still the same game. Yeah. Mechanically, it was still the same.
Rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of rinse and repeat.
I wasn't going to support that and spend money on a game that I knew was going to be exactly the same.
They need to put more thought into their new franchise.
We'll not go on a Call of Duty rant. No.
That's like a whole hour-long video.
Yeah, hard. So, would you rate it best of its kind? I put a question mark there. Far Cry 3.
Yes.
I
would. I like how it's really well done.
Yeah, I think it's a really polished game. Like, 2 years ago as well made. Yeah. And it still stands up today among all of the games. I think it is best of its kind.
I found it okay. It's just one of those it suffers from the same thing that all open world games have, where you can get caught in the loop where you're just going around finding collectibles.
Yeah, hard. Yeah, really generic gameplay or whatever.
The only actual depth in the game is with the story missions, which are great, but then you've got those quick time events
that really kill it.
So I think it's a good game, but it has a lot of flaws that
not best of its kind.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I would call it best of its kind just because it was so well executed. Like, they did it really well. Everything was smooth. There wasn't a lot of glitches or whatever. They did bog you down, like, stop you from getting certain skills or talents and stuff, but they were trying to, like, stop you from, like, becoming game-breakingly good at the game, you know? Like, they're trying to pace you. Although I do feel that once you kill Vaas, you pretty much, like...
clock the game.
Yeah, like, action hero, nothing can fucking stop me now. And then, like, on the second island, I think it was just, like, signature weapon hunting, really. That's what I found. Yeah. I think that's another thing that kind of kills it. They give you free weapons for the radio tower things. Yeah. So I ended up not even paying any money for any... I think I bought one gun at the start, and then I realized how stupid I was for doing that, because I could get all of them for free. So I think they kind of shot themselves in the foot, but maybe that's what they were intending. Like, the first island is like in a long, extended tutorial, and then you get to the second island, all the enemies you fight, they're a lot more onto it. You get more different types, like there's more snipers, more heavies, and other ones like runners, I think. There's the lightning
fellas. Yes.
Assaults or something.
Yeah, and assaults. Yeah, they add and the flame ones as well. Yeah. They add a lot more into it, so it's like, okay, here's the game in the first island, and then they just test your skill in the second island. I think that's what they were going for.
Maybe.
But the second island's the worst island.
At the very start, I went and collected all the signature weapons anyway, so it's kind of odd that they gated skills off, but they let me get all the signature weapons that I could possibly want. So I was still game-breakingly OP.
Yeah, hard. It's very easy to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, hard. So we'll move on to our thoughts on Far Cry 4. What do you think should be in Far Cry 4? Thinking of all the other games so far, like the best things. I think one thing I definitely want is the night and day controlling thing.
Yes.
I really like that in the second one.
How you can control.
Yeah, like on your watch or whatever. They can do it in any way, but I want the controlling of night and day, because then they could add that into the combat, like when you're taking out bases, because I think that's like a major part in the game, is taking out those bases. That is so fun to do. Like, you stalk it out, you get your binoculars out, mark everybody, check where the alarm is, and you like kind of have to sneak stealth in, switch off the alarm manually so they can't trigger it again and can't get reinforcements, and then start executing and taking everybody out slowly. Like, you can run and gun it, you can, but it like makes it so much harder.
You don't get the XP bonus.
Yeah, hard XP bonus, which is kind of like... you should actually get XP bonuses for killing people when the alarm's on, maybe? Because it's a lot harder.
Yeah.
I guess the XP bonus is the fact that there's more people and you're killing them for more XP.
Trope that you get more experience for being stealthy.
It is. A lot of games do that. And I hate it because I don't like being stealthy. I'm very ham-handed.
That's why I like Splinter Cell, man.
Yeah, you're a stealth fan.
Yeah,
I hate stealth.
Super stealth.
I hate it. That's why I enjoy Hitman, not Splinter Cell.
Oh yeah,
Hitman is kind of stealth.
You can take 2 roads on that game. You can run in with your silver ballers. You
don't have to sneak per se. You go
can
in,
if you want.
Knock somebody out, take their fucking chef uniform, and then you can walk around. You don't need to be creeping around and shit. Walk up behind somebody, take them out, and you've got a security uniform, whatever. So it's not complete stealth. It's a different. It's espionage.
It is espionage. Some GCSB in there.
Is that? I don't even know what it is. I just said it, and I'm like, wait, what is espionage?
Spies.
Joking, James Bond. It's the best.
Which one? Daniel Craig?
Oh yeah, he's fucking stealth as fuck. Smashing somebody's face in the toilet bowl, so stealth.
Head in the nuts. Bring it on!
That was hard to watch, and we've gone so far off topic.
Yep. Okay, yeah, we'll stop there.
Far Cry 4, what we wanted it. What some elements do you think, bro?
I'm not too sure. I almost think it's too soon for another Far Cry
That's another thing that I noted. When you're looking back at the series so far, all of the games are 4 years apart, and this new one's coming out 2 years earlier.
You think they
Maybe
might have
that's
rushed it?
Yeah, is that a question that we should be asking? Is it too soon for a new Far Cry?
I think they might have just done a rinse and repeat with the third one.
That is my my thought as well.
If we dissect the trailer, we have the main villain who is clearly a rip-off of Vast. They're trying to go for the big, over-the-top villain because they seem that it works so well, but it's the same.
It's rinse and repeat. We just saw this 2 years ago. I'm still playing Far Cry 3 because I like it so much.
Plus,
now they're trying to shovel Far Cry 4 at me
It's a mountainous region, and for those who have tried to climb mountains in this game, you'd know that the physics aren't exactly the best.
The sliding thing.
Because you can start sliding off the hill faster than any land vehicle in the game. So
that is so weird, eh?
They're going to the weakest point of their whole experience, which is climbing mountains.
Yeah, hard.
Which,
hard.
Well, hopefully they've changed the climbing mechanics.
If they added a mounting climbing
ice
thing.
picks or something.
Yeah, hard, and you have to
And they've also compacted the level, which to me screams that it's being rushed.
Yep, definitely. They try to oh no, it's smaller than Far Cry 3, but it's more dense. Which we like density. Density is good. I hate open worlds that are so massive and there's nothing in them. But that you can tell that's an excuse.
Yeah.
They are fully lying through their teeth, being typical Ubisoft. Whatever.
However you want to say it.
Yeah, they are fucking lying. It's probably we'll see when the game comes out. And we're where's this fucking density? What else? What do you reckon, bro? I personally would like more weapon selection.
That could be
they have a good selection of weapons in the game, but I would like it more with the radio tower thing that I was talking earlier on. They have heaps of weapons, but I wanted weapons to spend my money on because you get a wallet and you'd fill your wallet so fast every time, and then you end up just like buying ammo because there's no other reason to spend your money on. Like, have weapons that you can purchase and stuff. Maybe like signature attachments or stuff to differentiate them from the signature weapons or something.
Yeah, well, that's all you really spend your money on in the
attachments
game.
And stuff. Yeah, really dumb.
But I'm wondering if they're going to do what sort of mechanic they'll do to replace the radio towers, because since it's a more compact map.
Yeah, you can't have radio towers. Hard. What are they going to do? Wi-Fi signals.
Block the Wi-Fi.
Just like running up to like these small routers around in like little huts, like turning it upside down, like plugging the power cable, like slamming it on the table. Dramatic.
Dramatic.
I feel like there'll probably be some sort of shrine mechanic, seeing as it's in Tibet.
Tibetan thing,
It'll
like
be
Buddhism.
quite spiritual,
Yeah.
as opposed to the sort of drug use of the third game.
Yeah.
I think this will try and go on a more spiritual
thing,
journey type thing.
That will definitely be an element in the narrative of the game, which is all good. I don't mind that. As long as they do it well. I'm fearing that this is going to be a game that looked like really rushed, cash grab, just trying to cash in what Far Cry, like, they might have, like, stumbled onto something good with Far Cry 3. Like, whoops.
Maybe, yeah.
Wow, that made a lot of money.
Well,
People seem to like that. Let's do it again. 2 years.
Considering Vast didn't exist, they
true.
basically stumbled upon... If Vast wasn't there, Far Cry 3 would have never done nearly as well as it did.
I agree with you on that one. Because he kind of made, like... It gave you a reason to want to get better weapons because you want to get there and kill him.
Yeah.
You know? Although I do feel that fight was a bit of a letdown. Like, they built this mechanic where you go and taking out bases and stuff. Why didn't they make Vasa's base you be able to go and take him out whenever you want, but it's such an impenetrable fort that it's hard. You need good weapons, you need people on your side, and have those locals. They just have locals around driving. Like, there's nothing adding, like, save our island for us. Then you're doing that slowly, but they don't even help you in any way. Like, dude, are you gonna fucking help me? Get a couple of those vans that you're riding around and come with me, take out Vast. But yeah, they don't have any of that. I thought it would be cooler if it's like a massive fortress that you take out. I think it was just like an endless shooting sequence. Like, you just show up and then you just start killing people until you get to Vast.
Just take them out.
Yeah, whatever.
That's how it normally goes.
So, I think our final verdict on this was that, it's rushed too soon. And there's probably a cash grab.
Releasing a harpoon gun as a fucking DLC.
That is Ubisoft for you, though.
Unless they, like I said, it sets up zip lines.
Yeah.
Like, I see no use with that weapon.
The harpoon, that's that pre-ordering bullshit that they're trying to show.
Ubisoft loves
they do
much.
that so often. I hate them. Fuck Ubisoft. Like, we can expect the game, like, have high expectations of the game, but I don't think it will live up to it. I don't honestly think it will.
It's not gonna.
It won't be a giant leap forward again. I don't think so. It's too soon. Like, I'm not saying that you can't make a good game in 2 years. It's just...
They're rushing it.
Yeah, it just seems like they're rushing it. Like, we could be completely wrong.
I bet give them 2 years, they're gonna boot themselves and say, we should have put that in.
Yeah, hard. Nah. Cash grab.
Keep your hopes low, and then if it's decent, then
you're
gonna feel great.
Yeah,
high expectations.
Yeah, hard. Lower your expectations very low and go play the game, and if it's actually decent, then you'll be surprised.
Yeah.
Just don't go into it thinking about Far Cry 3 at all, because it'd probably be very similar. Okay, so I think we've reached the end of the show. Thank you guys for watching. If you like what we're doing here and want to see more, subscribe to our channel, follow us on Twitter, and tell us, what do you guys think should be in Far Cry 4? Add that in comment section. Thanks again. Take care.